Old Roger Chillingworth had been a calm, pure, and upright man, with severe integrity of a judge desirous of only truth as drawn lines and figures of geometrical problems, instead of human passions and wrongs inflicted on himself. A kind of fascination, fierce, seized the old man and never set him free until he did his bidding. He dug into the clergyman's heart like a miner searching for gold, for a jewel buried in the man's bosom. "Let us dig in the direction of his vein." Mr. Dimmesdale, vaguely aware that something inimical to his presence thrust into relation with him. One day, Dimmesdale looked towards the graveyard and talked with Roger Chillingworth, while the old man was examining a bundle of unsightly plants. "Where, kind doctor, did you gather those herbs with such dark flabby leaf?" "I found them growing on a grave. These black weeds sprung up and out a buried heart, to make manifest an unspoken crime." "Good sir, it is but a fantasy of yours. A knowledge of a man's heart is needful to the completest solution. To yield them up is not with reluctance, but with joy." "Then why not reveal it here?" "Why should a wretched man, guilty of, shall we say, murder, keep a dead corpse buried in his own heart, rather than fling it forth and let the universe take care of it?" "Some men bury their secrets thus." "To their own unutterable torment, they go among creatures, looking pure as new-fallen snow, while their hearts are speckled with iniquity which they cannot rid themselves." "Such men deceive themselves. They fear to take up shame that rightfully belongs to them. Let them not lift heavenward their unclean hands. If they serve fellow men, do it by constraining them to penitential self-abasement. Would thou have me believe, O wise and pious friend, that a false show can be better?" They heard a clear laughter of a young child. Looking instinctively from the window, the minister beheld Hester and little Pearl. She began to dance and gather prickly burrs from tall burdock which grew beside the tombs. Looking up from the window with a bright smile, she threw one to Dimmesdale. The clergyman shrank with nervous dread from the missile. "Come away, mother, or the black man will catch you, but he can't catch Pearl." "You inquired me, a little time agone, my judgment touching your health. I deem you a man more sick. Has all operations of this disorder been fairly laid open, and recount?" "How can you question it? Surely it were child's play to call a physician, then hide the sore." "Your bodily disease, which we look upon as a whole and entire within itself, may after all be but a symptom of some ailment in spiritual parts." "I ask you no further. You deal not, I take it, medicine for the soul." "A sickness, if we may so call it, in your spirit hath immediately its manifestation in your bodily frame. How may this be unless you first lay open to your physician the wound or trouble in your soul?" "No, not to thee, not to an earthly physician. But if it be the soul's disease, then do I commit cross to myself, to the one physician of the soul. He, esteemed with pleasure, can cure or he can kill. Who art thou, that meddlest in this matter, that dares thrust himself between sufferer and his God?" With a frantic gesture, he rushed out the room. It proved not difficult to re-establish intimacy of the two companions. The young clergyman, after a few hours of privacy, marveled at the violence he thrust back the kind old man, when the man was merely preferring advice, which it was his duty to bestow. He lost no time making apologies. "A rare case! I must look deeper into it. A strange sympathy betwixt the soul and body. I must research this matter to the bottom." Had a man seen old Roger Chillingworth at that moment of his ecstasy, he would have had no need to ask how Satan comports himself when a precious human soul is lost to heaven and won into his kingdom. But what distinguished the physician's ecstasy from Satan's was the trait of wonder in it.